Hello there. My name is RDV. May not recognize me because I don't have a beard this week. I decided to go clean shave. I took a shower too. It was amazing. I've never felt water before.
You just had a big day, haven't you?
It's a strange concept, you know? Yes. I feel 20 years younger. I feel younger than Zach.
You look younger than Zach.
I'm only 25.
Casper the Friendly Ghost over here.
I got my window open too, so I get the natural light.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm looking milky toast. Because
I was about to say,
yes, in the sunlight I burn because I'm actually a vampire.
I was out in the sun earlier today, so if I look red or redder than normal, that's why. I was out in the sun. I went walking for like an hour.
The great thing though, this is pretty much like we're living the origin for like what was it what was the vampire show that was on Sci-Fi for
True
a while?
Blood?
Oh. No.
I don't know. I don't watch vampire.
Van Helsing, because Mount St. Helens erupted and it caused a bunch of ash in the sky right now, and that's how the vampires came out of the darkness and took over the country for just attacking stuff. Right now, where I live, all it is just smoke everywhere. So there really is no sunlight. It's being blocked out. So I'm thinking like I better watch out. Anyway, so it's bad sci-fi, but whatever.
Yeah, most sci-fi is bad sci-fi.
But it's true. I do not say blah blah blah. All right, guys. I decided to switch to Firefox tonight. Hopefully, it goes well. I won't be frozen, even though I am as pale as Elsa. So let it go. All right, guys. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'll have to look in the comments on my phone because I cannot see it when I'm doing this. And,
well, we've got Evil Black Cat, Aloise, Cartoons and Comics, Undead Quinn. Maranya was the first one in the chat tonight. So hi to all of y'all. Any newcomers who are watching, this is our Tuesday night stream, New Comic Books Day Eve, where we go through our pull list and we talk about, each of us has our top 5 books that we think will be the five best books of the week. Sometimes there's some crossover. Sometimes they're completely different. Tonight, I think there will be a little bit of crossover. My pull list is not very big. I had to find 2 books to get 5.
There won't be any crossover for me. Not from Donny Cates. Not a fan.
Well, not the book crossover, but I mean like I have a title and then you have the same title.
We probably will.
Probably will at least once, maybe twice.
All right. Since I went first the last 2 times, I will let you go first. Show me what book do you think will be the worst?
The worst? Well, like I said, go easy on me, guys. I had to come up with 2 that I don't normally pull anymore.
Oh dear God!
To get my list back to 5. It's a very light week. I've only got like 3 or 4 on my pull.
Well, you have Action Comics. I know it's definitely gonna be your list tonight. I'll be shocked.
Probably will be.
So we'll start out with Thor, since that's one you probably dropped.
Nope, not. I did drop Thor. I'm not picking that one back up.
All right.
Sorry. Even though that cover did.
Are we going to She-Hulk?
We are going to She-Hulk. We are going to She-Hulk number 14, the penultimate issue. This is right before I think the series is getting canceled at 15 or 16. No, I stopped pulling this a few issues back. It was just moving too slowly for me to justify spending $4 every issue. But I gotta say the story hasn't been terrible. I have been enjoying it. The interior art is actually really good. There was like this meme going around Twitter the last few days, people showing a page from the Charles Soule run, which I think was Michael Allred doing the interior. People were showing that off like that was what the current run is. It's not. It's actually better art, in my opinion. But the story's been okay. Rainbow Rowell, she's had good points and she's had low points. The good point is she does her research with a lot of the characters. She-Hulk, Jack of Hearts, things like that. Her low point is she takes a long time to get to things that you shouldn't need a long time to get to.
Honestly, because I thought this cover already came out. This is issue 14. I saw this like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah, they showed it. they showed it 3 or 4 months ago. It's
But
really weird.
I thought it was like the next issue after I dropped it. You know,
No,
so
they go and they show off these covers like 3 or 4 months ahead of time. Like, oh, get excited! Nobody got excited about this. I mean, sorry.
I mean, if she's not knocking boots with him at the end of this, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, well, she's been knocking boots with Jack of Hearts for most of it. So
yeah, but I got a feeling they're gonna be like Jack's be like, sorry,
Jack
it's
will
not,
probably
it's you.
leave, and
It's not you, it's me. And then she knocks boots with this guy, and then Jack comes
Maybe.
back and she's like, well, I'm already seen, and now I'm stuck dating 2 guys.
yeah, maybe. But
Ugh.
I will say it has been better than She-Hulk by Mariko Tamaki or from the Jason Aaron Avengers. This is a better, it's kind of getting back to form with She-Hulk.
Oh, did
in
she
some
not
ways.
eat food in this?
No, there's food, but it's not like gray She-Hulk. I mean, or where she just
You
goes
said-
by Hulk.
I know, but you said Mariko Tamaki. I think
Yeah.
that there's food.
Well, when Mariko Tamaki wrote it, it was just called Hulk, I think, and
It's
it was
called-
like
it's called
she was
She-Hulk
like
eat
gray
food.
She-Hulk. So, look, this isn't on my regular pull list. Like I said, I had to pick up a couple of second stringers. Some of the variants have been good. I'm not super into. Actually, I don't know. I'm kind of into this variant now.
It's the
I'm
only
giving
variant
this-
there is.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm kind of giving it a second chance on this viewing. It's not terrible, but yeah, this is my number 5. But I don't have a whole lot to say about it. The Jim Bartel covers are actually really good. I like Jim Bartel's art style.
If only she
So.
did the interior art.
Oh, Evil Black Cat says it wasn't Mike Allred. It was Javier Pulido who phoned it in because of low page rates. Yeah, he really did phone it in. It looked really bad on that Charles Soule run.
All right.
But this is my number 5. I don't got a lot to say for it. Like I said, it's off my poll list, but I needed something fun. And She-Hulk's always fun to look at. So
Eric Green.
get a little bit of eye candy in there. Look,
Eric-
she's got she's not covering stuff up. So I think that earns it a spot on the list.
I'm just saying, Eric, get that apple ready. We got 4 more books from Zach to go.
Keep your apples to yourself, sir. That's just Anyway,
Yes. You wish you could be Caribbean cool.
I really don't. I'm happy being Cajun cool.
Cajun cool. You're not even Gambit cool.
Well, no. See, it's an oxymoron because nothing is cool in Louisiana. Everything is hot and humid. So,
Yeah, swamp ass.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Give us your number 5, sir, before the volcanic ash covers your screen.
Fuck. I'm inside the house. It's okay. I have to get outside. That's my next location. I have a little tent. All right. Detective Comics is my number 5.
Oh,
Just been not feeling this that well lately. Last issue we see him running into it, and they're like, finally got to get to the meat and potatoes. I'm like, it feels like we've been building up, like to the point where, all right, when is he going to defeat the villains? It's been trailing and just taking forever. It's like the movie Kandahar Rob and I reviewed. 40 minutes in, finally he get to see some action plot in this action movie, then it just kind of drops the ball again. So hopefully this finally they will actually get to the point where, like, because Ramvy's like I usually like his stuff, but this I'm like, when's you gonna end it, bro? It feels like you're just stalling with fillers and fillers to finally you're gonna have it better pay off at the end. That's all I'm saying, because it's a high profile book. This is his first time writing Batman, or at least they're having Detective Comics. I don't know if he's writing Batman stories, but
Yeah.
hopefully it pays off, because that's probably the best part of the movie. Like, especially Batman Begins, when he swoops down in the thing, in the room, and then he has all the bats coming after him. That to me is like, that's the climax we need, and I hope there's a climax, because right now it's kind of like you've been in a coma for the past.
Well,
years.
keep in mind, it's only an act 2 typically, and if you have one last act to go and multiple parts in that too, probably.
I know, that's what's killing me. It's like Act 2. Like, how many volumes does he get?
He's
Is
Ram
he-
B. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I like Zdarsky. At least I give Zdarsky this nonstop action. It was I like that, but then he started going into Grant Morrison, basically, splurging. But anyway, not much more I can say about this. Hey, look, there's a Pride variant. Imagine that. And look who's on it. I'm not the question anymore. Because if you read comics, she doesn't put the question. She's no
She
longer.
hasn't. She put the mask away, didn't she?
Yeah. She's now commissioner
Yeah.
because Gordon retired. And then look, the swimsuit, Cock Stockard. Why would anybody want this?
It's not even like there's nothing to show. The whole point of a swimsuit image is to show something off.
Where's he swimming in the ocean? Where's the? I thought he's gonna be in there.
Why is he getting shot at?
Yeah, where's the sharks? Where's the Batman?
That's a good idea for a Batman swimsuit cover. You have to have the shark with the shark repellent.
Also, he wouldn't be shirtless. When Batman dives in the water, it's the last.
He would have he would have a jumpsuit on.
He would have his cape and everything.
Nah, he would ditch the cape. Have you ever tried swimming with a cape? Like it's.
Yeah,
he probably could do it, but
he does it all the time in the cartoons and the comics. It's like, yes,
yeah, that's not a great cover.
Because
the art style is okay. I just don't get the point.
Well, the cape's Kevlar too.
Yeah, you know how heavy Kevlar is.
Yeah, but it stops. Well, no, he has lights. Did you watch Batman Begins? It's all light. Kevlar.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think the cape was Kevlar though. It was.
I don't know.
We can get it. Look, if you want to go deep dive into Nolan movies, I'll go with you. But that's a big old rabbit hole.
If you're a Kelly Jones fan, that's probably the best thing about these is that there's been a lot of Kelly Jones artwork coming out.
Yeah.
So
that's actually cool. I like that one. Alfred Molina inside the window. What's going on?
So this is $4.99 for 40 pages, which is a little more. It's a little more than I'm used to, but
yeah.
But like I said, I hope it pays off in the end because right now I'm just not a fan of it. So it sucks because, I am a Batman fan. I guess I should just go back and read the old school ones, read from 300s or even 200s into 300s, detective and stuff. The Alan Grants, all the good stuff. Chuck Dixon, post-crisis, drink.
This is actually my third cup of coffee today.
Wow, you're gonna shits later. Ugh.
I am gonna be up all night now.
All right, kids.
Alrighty, kiddos. We're going from detective to action. Number 4 on my list. That's right. I'm revisiting a title I really kind of regret dropping, but I've been hearing good things about it. So we're gonna go. My number 4 is Action Comics 1056. It's literally one issue over. There you go.
Yep.
I've been hearing some good stuff about this from a few different people. When I was reading this, Phil Kennedy Johnson's story it's the main story. It was the headliner. But then Dan Jurgens was doing the second story that was like Lois Clark and then young Jonathan Kent. There was the Leah Williams Power Girl story. From what I understand, that wrapped up, and now they're doing like a Steel backup story, which is cool, I guess. I haven't read it. I'm just saying Steel is an all right character. He's a
shocking new character. I read the last issue, and I feel bad for Corbin. His sister is now basically just like him. They made a female Metallo.
Did they make a female Metallo? Is that what ended up happening?
Yeah, Cyborg Superman basically turned her into
Dude, Cyborg Superman's always trying to get into all kinds of crap. We did when we read Graduation Day.
Yeah,
he was like
Tracy Corbin. Wow, it sounds like a 80s porn star.
It kind of does. It sounds like somebody from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, Tracy Corbin's life, or at least her humanity, hang in the balance. Super family fights to keep Metropolis standing. Meanwhile, in the better story, Lois and the staff of the Daily Planet set out to uncover the mysterious leader and shocking origin of Blue Earth.
Is this the same story where young John is on that flying saucer with the alien
Yep,
princess?
Lois
Is
Clark.
that story still? That seemed like it would be done in like 3 or 4 issues.
Because well, the last time if this is spoiler if anybody hasn't read this, I'll just say right now in 3, 2, 1. Turns out she was the princess. Basically was there. She says, "Oh, I needed Superman's help because to save my country because the rebels are trying to take over and overthrow our family. We're just trying to do our best." Turns out she's the one that overthrew her king, her parents, because she wanted to be
the coup.
yeah, she wanted, and then so now she wants Superman to basically quell the rebels. They're basically trying to overthrow her. So so she's holding Jonathan hostage.
Gotcha.
On her planet.
So
it is great though to see, like I said, Din Jurgens and Lee Weeks coming back and Elizabeth Breitweiser.
Yeah, she's still doing the colors. Yeah, that's cool to see. Also, fun fact: Dan Jurgens' birthday was recently. But yeah, no. Action Comics has been. I mean, when I was reading it, I was enjoying it. I was liking the main story from Kennedy Johnson. I know some people had a few issues with it, but I was enjoying it for the most part. And then I like the Dan Jurgens story. The third one, it was Leah Williams with Power Girl. Now it's with Steel. And it's being written by Dorado Quick, who I've never heard of. I can't speak to that, but the first 2 stories were solid enough reason for to justify getting Action Comics, especially with good creators like Dan Jurgens and Betty Breitweiser, like I said, on that second story. So yeah, this comes in at number 5. It'll be cool to kind of dig back in, see what's been going on with Action Comics. I do kind of regret dropping it from my pull list, but there's only so much, in the budget.
Freaking kidding me?
And Superman has been, I think, miles better.
Thanks for the heads up, Quinn. I'm getting sick of these comic book companies changing their dates. Sorry.
Oh no! The hot one gets pushed back. Oh no!
Yeah. So I wish they would stop fucking. Sorry, my language would stop putting it out. It comes out this week, and then no, it's actually this next week. And
I was actually looking forward to that.
I'll have to start using other sites other than League of Comic Geek. That's the point, because this is getting ridiculous. It happens all the time now.
Is it League of Comic Geek's fault, or is it like
the company,
just like a last minute change?
Well, the good thing is now I can just change the thumbnail. Yeah. I can do that real quickly once I'm done with this.
Sucks. I was actually kind of looking forward to the new issue.
Same here.
Yeah. And Evil Black Cat is correcting me, saying that was not Cyborg Superman in Graduation.
Which is really weird, because then how many freaking random robots? It means, like, we're not allowed to use Cyborg Superman for this storyline, but let's throw a random one there that looks like Cyborg Superman.
Yeah, it's really weird. Whatever.
I don't know.
It's all right, though. Anyway, but this is my number 4, Action Comics. This is 1056. I know saying that would put E and send him into a frenzy, but that's the numbering on it. So this is my number 4.
Yes. It is 1056. Close to 2000, right? No.
Eventually.
Yeah, once they do an anniversary thing. Yeah, 2000 issue. What? All right. Going into my number 4. Mainly because I don't know what to make of this series. It is Green Arrow number 3. First issue was good. Mm-hmm. Second issue, I was like, okay, let's see what's going here. I really don't know where to rank this, because this hasn't been really that exciting for me. And now I'm like, look at the cover. Oh, look, Peacemaker. Oh, wait, female Peacemaker. I don't care. Get those characters out of here. Yeah, Arsenal and Black Canary versus Peacemaker, and the new Peacemaker. Wow, yeah, it's such a stupid name. He's making peace and she's wrecking it. Why would they work together? I don't know. Because basically, Green Arrow is also the last issue. Green Arrow was basically, they found him. He's on a different planet in the far sector of the galaxy, and Leon's there with him, and they're kind of bonding. And basically, Oliver is pretty much, he says, like, well, I can't go anywhere, so I'm going to be the Green Arrow for this area, protect this town while I'm here. And a Green Lantern finally shows up. And I'm thinking, like, okay, hopefully in this issue, like Josh Whipps is trying to, like maybe, hopefully this is a Green Lantern that actually knows Hal Jordan or knows all of them. Say, we got two Earthlings on here. One, one's got a green costume or whatever, and they actually make contact. But otherwise, it's like, it's just a rogue Lantern. I mean, is this going to tie into what's currently going in the Lantern thing, where basically they, Oliver Queen, not Oliver Queen, but Hal Jordan and them are basically banished to Earth.
Well, Hal was the only one quarantined to Earth. All the other human ones got sent to other sectors.
Well, I thought John isn't. Is he not, or is that this?
That was a backup story. I think that takes place at a different point in time.
That's what I mean. It's so confusing.
Yeah. But like Kilowog and Hal are the only two I think that are quarantined on Earth. I know like Kyle is somewhere else. Guy got sent off somewhere else.
Apparently Sinestro's there too. That's the whole thing. He's
Sinestro, yeah, but he's not Green Lantern. He's yellow. So I wouldn't think of him.
It doesn't make a difference. Once a lantern, always a lantern, whatever color you are. I don't know. Like I said, I hope we actually get an actual reunion for Leanne and her father at the end of this. Not that where like gets canceled or just never gets resolved. Whether it's canceled or not. It's just like, oh, we tease them having them be together for the first time in what, 5 years?
Oh, longer than that.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, that's my point. Longer than that.
Leanne, I mean, that was back before Flashpoint when Leanne died. That was during Cry for Justice. Yeah, that was way back.
The other thing is like, the only thing about this book though is like, all right, how long before Night Terror basically interrupts it, and then I'm forced to like just put it on hold until it comes back to normal.
Well, they already wrote out the first 6 issues. Like the first 6 issues, I think are already done. Sean Isaac said, and unless it sells like gangbusters at the LCS, I think they're only gonna do the 6 issues. It doesn't say limited series on the thing because they're waiting to see if people buy it, and if more people buy it, they'll continue it. So people better be buying Green Arrow.
Eloise, I haven't read the Ghost Rider when is are out.
Yeah, I think Undead Quinn's the one who's
Benjamin. If it's Benjamin Percy still on it,
yeah.
I heard that's been pretty good.
That's what I think.
Now, I don't know how to compare it to the original stuff, but I would recommend, if you have not read the original Ghost Rider, even with Johnny or Danny, go check those out. Maybe it's read Spirit of Vengeance from the 90s, Midnight Suns, all that stuff. Check those out too. Those are fun. The new stuff, Undead Quinn's enjoying it, so it must be good. I don't know if it's mid or if it's actually really good, but
he says the horror vibe has been solid. So
yeah.
Oh, Green said he heard Green Arrow was going to go for at least 12 issues. Oh well, hey, I'll take that. That's it. I heard it was 6, so if it got bumped to 12, that's we'll
then we're not going to have another Green Arrow series for like 3 more years.
Don't say things like that.
Yes. Now that Arrowverse is dead, they don't care about Green Arrow anymore. Oh wait, they never cared about Green Arrow.
Which is so weird because he's like one of the most leftist heroes that DC has. You'd think they would
not anymore. He's become so far to the center now.
Well, yeah, that's right. If you go center left, you might as well be far right.
Right, yeah. So anyway, yeah, this is my number 4. Like I said, I hope it gets better. All right,
it's Williamson and Sean Isaac. It'll get better.
That's the thing. Williamson's been hit or miss for me sometimes.
What's a miss?
I'm trying to think. It could have been Jeff Johns too, because Flashpoint Beyond.
Flashpoint Beyond, I thought was better than Flashpoint itself.
That's true. I don't know. I've never read Flashpoint as the actual event. I've watched the movie.
I didn't care too much for Flashpoint. Never mind my feelings about all the damage it did to DC. Just the story.
Yeah. We're just sick of it. Another reason why we hate Barry Allen. Why he should have stayed dead, because he wouldn't have had Flashpoint.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
And I'll not argue
Barry
with
Allen, he was really good in Blackest Night, though. What they did with him in Blackest Night was really good.
And if anybody doesn't like that, you can argue with Zach on Twitter.
No, I've thought about this. I'm gonna stop being so antagonistic on Twitter. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more zen.
More zen.
A little more zen. People are crazy enough on Twitter. I'm stop adding fuel to that.
People be crazy on Twitter. I say.
People be crazy already. Twitter just throws gas on the fire.
All right.
My number 3. We're moving to number 3 now. Undead Quinn. He listed his number 3 already. He is picking up. I guess he's got a light week too. He has Gargoyles number 7. Is Gargoyles already on issue 7?
I dropped it a while back, so yeah, it was on 4.
Feels like issue 1 just came out like 3 months ago. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so books that were on my pull list from the jump, from the start. We've got my number 3 is The Scorched, number 19. Cheapest book on the pull list on the stands this week, coming from Sean Lewis and Steven Segovia. $2.99. I'm gonna wait for RDV to find the picture because I was really worried that they were going to do something, and it looks like they're not going to do what I was afraid of.
Did I pass it up, right?
You might have. You seem to have gone down a long ways.
There it is.
There it is. That's right. She-Spawn is still around, at least on the covers.
What? It's
I
like
know.
Kamala Khan dying
What?
and brought back later.
Yeah. But, no, apparently this whole current arc thing that they're going through where they're about to fight like this huge god killer type guy, I guess it gets resolved maybe or one step closer to resolving in this issue. New members. I'm hoping they bring back Gunslinger. I know Monolith, the big Spawn Hulk, I call him. I know the Hulk, basically. He's probably going to be on the team. I've been enjoying this, though. Overall, it's been a really interesting series. I've liked seeing all the different Spawn characters interacting, being a team. She-Spawn has been a really good leader. I wish that they would incorporate just basic Spawn into it more. But, the stuff they have done with them has been neat. I would like to see a little bit more of them. I would also like to see the villains maybe do more than just plot and plan things. But they do have some interesting villains, though.
Probably the best part about this comic book for me is not having Spawn in it. It gives people who hate the Spawn book a chance to read something that's in the Spawn world while not having to suffer with Spawn fatigue.
That's a good point. I could see the logic in that.
Like, you're giving other characters in the Spawn world more spotlights. Mm-hmm. Maybe Spawn would be better if they wanted him in here. Yeah, make him less of a douche canoozle.
Oh no, I like him being the douche. I appreciate that. I like they're a team, but they all seem to like hate each other and not get along with each other.
Well, the thing is that Spawn said one of you is a traitor, and then just left.
Yeah,
he pulled a freaking Maranya with RPG. Is it really him, or we don't know? Like what?
But but overall, it's been for $2.99. This is one of the cheapest books out there on the stands. It's definitely worth picking up, giving a shot. The back issues, if you're a few issues behind, or you want to, just pick up a few back issues, it's not very expensive compared to Marvel and DC. If there was one thing I could say that would probably make this a little bit better, and RDV will think I'm being a heretic for saying this, I would actually like to see Todd McFarlane do more writing. I know he probably plans out and maps out some of the story beats, but Sean Lewis does do most of the writing. I would like to see Todd kind of have a little bit more to do with the writing and the dialogue and stuff. But other than that, it's been a solid book. Like I said, I've been liking it so far. I'm interested to see where it goes from here.
Cool, man. All right. What?
My cat said Anthony Mackie was writing a book, and I got excited for a second. I like Anthony Mackie.
He's talking about
Howard Mackie, though. Yeah. I was excited. I was like, Anthony Mackie, he's from my hometown. He's from New Orleans. What?
Can't be any worse than the guy from who played Batwing writing his own story.
And Batwoman? Wait.
The guy who played Lucius Fox's son. The guy who played Luke.
in the Batwoman show.
Yeah, wrote. He had a story. One of the Batman anthology books they had. Was it?
See, I would have thought the person that played Dreamer in Supergirl's story would have been the worst one. Remember when they got Dreamer to write for? It was like a Dreamer story in Supergirl or Superman.
Did not read anything.
I didn't either. I did not either.
All right, my number 3 has been a book. I actually been enjoying this. And I really do like the writer. Megan Fitzmartin is just so amazing. Can't keep a straight face. No, it is actually.
No, of course you can't keep a straight face. It's still June. It's got to be a gay face.
Oh my! Where the hell is it?
I don't
Did
know.
they get moved to go?
What book are you looking for?
There it is. Oh, we don't hear Vampirella. The first is the superpowers.
Oh, nice.
Dan Abnett.
I like that. Is that Jay Lee
Yeah.
on the cover? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Jay Lee, cover artist.
Nice.
Regardless.
Very cool.
Mainly, this takes place in. I said, I'm sorry you're not reading this. This takes place in the 40s.
Yeah, it kind of slipped by me. I'll probably pick up the trade. It's a miniseries. You know how I am. Series.
The girls are forced with the mission to figure out who's basically creating superpowers. In this sleepy post World War II town. The artist from DC versus Vampires, so I guess is on here.
Otto Schmidt? Oh no.
Pascal
Colano. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I Dan Abnett's writing has been pretty good, and I gotta say, it's been probably the better Vampirella series. Vengeance of Vampirella. That was pretty good. That was good. Vampirella Strikes, not the strongest from Tom Sinofsky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Dan Abnett, dude, is always have fun having it reading his stories. Not much more I can say about this. It takes place in the 40s, so I got that going for me. I like the 40s stuff. The 40s. And then you got these Men in Black guys, who are spooks, who are trying to shake her down for information. They're trying to keep all the superpowers in check. It's kind of like if you played L.A. Noire back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Remember you were trying to hunt down the people who were selling the morphine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but it's a drug that turns people into temporarily, gives them superpowers. So, and she's caught up with that too. She's and the guy's name is Mr. Fix-It. So I thought that was kind of funny.
Joe?
Joe's Pub and Grill. Yeah, Joe's Diner. But, and it's got, I said, if you've been following the Vampirella and superpowers on stuff, then Dynamite, not Dynamite. She was a new recruit, came into the whole fold when everything was going down, formed the bond of Vampirella. Her predecessors, or I guess her hero that she was following I believe he passed away, and so did the sidekick. Don't quote me on the actual main hero, but they're signed, and then basically undercover, where she's running a nice establishment, a nice nightclub. So
cool.
Not a fan of the J. Lee art though. It's just, I don't know. The eyes. I know Vampiro is supposed to be a vampire, but she looks like freaking Pixie from the X-Men.
I like Pixie from the X-Men.
But I don't know. And then if you look at Vampirella's form back when she was actually in whenever she turned bad form, that's the other thing too. She actually looks almost like Man, not like Man Bat, but pretty close. Yeah. She has she has hands on the end of her wings and stuff, so it's not really accurate to Adventures of Vampirella stuff. So design changes. It's a nitpick for me, but let's go to over your number 2, sir.
My number 2 was your number 5, I think it was. Detective Comics 1073. is my number 2 book.
Oh, wow.
I have a very different take on this from RDV. I have been loving the Detective Comics. When I was picking up Chip Zdarsky's Batman, I thought the 2 series complemented each other nicely. Zdarsky's was more fast, breakneck action pace. Ram V had a much slower burn on Detective Comics. Things kind of took time to build up. So I appreciate that. I kind of, I'm not going into Detective expecting a whole ton of stuff to happen in one issue. You take it one step at a time, one bite at a time. I did enjoy the last issue a lot. It seemed really cool. Batman was fighting against some of the the Orgums, some of their henchmen in the sewers. That was kind of cool. There was the werewolf, and there was the other guy that was like a body control guy.
Yes.
We'd seen Batman fight both of them before, so this time we got to see him use the methods that he'd beaten them with.
Positive notes on this: well handling of the Bat family.
The Bat family has been handled. It's been scarce, but that's why I think I like it so much. It's
Cassandra Cain.
Yeah,
you just go away for most of the time. Hunt inside the.
Cassandra has been used very sparingly. Oracle's been used very sparingly. Last issue was the first time I think we'd seen Nightwing in a serious, a lengthy way. It's been very scarce with the Batman, which I like. If it's a Batman book, I want it to be focused mainly on Batman. You can have other characters pop up when you need them, but I like so far what they've been doing with them.
The one thing it just irks me a little bit is that when we finally start getting to the meat of the potato, then it ends. And then it starts off slow again, and then it builds it, and then it ends. Yeah. I'm like, can we just keep going? This is why I binge read comics a lot of times these days, because they write these for like the omnibus.
Well, I don't know if Ram V falls into that category. Ram V seems to be like a higher quality of writer, at least the stuff that I've read from him. He doesn't seem to me like one of those writers that just comes up with like a failed movie script or something that they're trying to get pushed into a movie. He seems to write a story like genuinely meant for a comic.
It's probably not fair because comparing this to Paradiso. I really love Paradiso.
Yeah.
So Paradiso just kept building. This feels like it pauses and then it steps back a little bit, and then it starts building again, and then it stops, and then it steps back a little bit. I'm getting whiplash.
I can get that, and I wonder too if like editorial isn't stepping in and mucking.
I guarantee they are. I wouldn't. But then again, it's. I mean, he's a big enough name. Maybe they are actually letting him just have free reign.
Maybe or not just mucking it up because they don't like his stuff. I think maybe just like they're incompetent editors. Like, they're just messing up the release dates or like how fast things are going. Maybe I don't know. For
me, my Batman was the Batman series. You saw how that was kind of slow paced, but then the action just exploded. Just like it was crazy for each episode. But it was always kind of slow, detective mode stuff. Mm-hmm. But then when he got into fights, it's just like over the top, insane stuff. It's like
well,
I'm waiting for that.
At least this one looks like, if you go by the synopsis, this one does look like it'll be a more action-packed issue. It says that Batman has to fight through the prince's 3 most powerful bodyguards, protectors. So it does seem like it'll be more of an action issue and not a flashback or a slow burn. So there'll be that to look forward to. But yeah, this is my number 2 for this week, Detective Comics.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Are you getting this cover?
I do like that cover. I like the wings a lot. And one of the things I'm also trying to do is stay away from the variants too much, because DC does charge you at least $1 more. Variants. But thankfully, Ram V, the cover A's on Detective Comics are generally pretty good.
Hold the line at $2.99.
Remember those days? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm doesn't remember it. Pepperidge Farm has Alzheimer's. So long ago it was. All right. So I go to my number 2. Undead Quinn had for his number. Did you read his number 3 off last?
Gargoyles, number 7, I believe he said.
His number 2 is Red Room. Crypto Killers, number 2. All right. Never heard of that. My number 2 is ironically by a writer who I hate on another book, but loving on this book. Get down to it. And it's just been one of those, like I said, Phil Kennedy Johnson gave him praise for this. When he writes a character, he really writes a character, especially for this series. And I just gonna get
I heard that his Hulk #1 was pretty good. Some people read. Some people I know read his Hulk.
Did they get pushed? Don't tell me got pushed next week too.
What are you looking for?
Looking for the James Bond.
I thought I saw that. You might have just scrolled past it. There it is.
Where am I looking?
Go down. One more row.
There it is. Okay.
Right.
All right. Yeah, that's right. I keep avoiding the main covers because I do not like his art on the main covers.
I like the main ones. I've looked over the covers. I kind of dig the art style on the main ones.
The cover I'm looking forward to is this one, this Spatilla. Like, this is awesome.
That was all right.
Just a free for all, just like, and it's the Ballroom Blitz, like, you know, the song. You know, it was
I know Ballroom Blitz.
It's a Ballroom Blitz. You know, that's what I think of when I see stuff like this. It's this is like Kingsman.
Kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, oh, I'm getting this cover when I get it. But yeah, James Bond. This is his second Gold Ground. He's continued the story. This is by his second volume of the story. Bond is a fugitive along with 003, who revealed to be alive, saved his ass at the end of the last thing, last volume. And him and Gann are out to seek. They went to go seek out Old Alley. Basically, the guy before Q, he was Q before Q. They go to Paris, go to help him out. Only the fact that Myrmidon, basically, he has basically control as their pockets into every single security system there is. They're able to control anything they want to. Even MI6 is corrupted. That's why he went undercover to basically join Myrmidon, play like double agents. Only problem is that he ends up looking by the normal MI6. They're hunting him down, dead or alive, to stop him because they think that he's turned. He's gone rogue. It's kind of like, was it Quantum Solace? I think it was, in a sense. But
I think so.
So, but Gwen Gon is the girl. He's basically she's the 003. It says here. It says that he says, okay. See, so they went to see this old guy. It says right here, synopsis on their mission, take down, whatever, Myrmidon. And then Bond learns, it says Bond learns that even Gwen Gon may not be exactly what she claims to be. Is she playing him too, while also playing the other villains? Because all this time, he was told that she was a traitor, and she was working for Myrmidon. But then he was told that she was but the other all retired double O's that she was killed. She was dead. But then they find out she's alive. So it's like backstabbing, spies, guns, knives, cars running over people. It's just fun. Yes, he drove because MI6 came after them. It had a nice hand-to-hand combat scene where they had to take down another double O. And but Gwen wanted to, Gwen, she wanted to kill him. He's like, no, we don't kill. We're not going to kill him. He's a good person, even though he was going to kill them. But it's like I said, I love this. This really, the pace, everything feels like a James Bond movie. This feels like before Daniel Craig. This feels like Timothy Dalton or Pierce Brosnan.
I do like Pierce Brosnan.
So, but it also could be like Casino Royale. We don't know who they trust.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has feelings for 003, but he doesn't know if he can trust her or not. So it's a little bit of Casino Royale, a little bit, Living Daylights, and just and a Quantum Solace. So and the art's been fun here. Now I know Breen, you're listening still. Breen's told me he just can't get into art, and I said like I understand it. The art is not the best. What you see on the cover, well actually is the guy. This is
so that is the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Valletta. That's his interior art. Is this?
That's not
so
bad.
that's what you're getting on the interior. This actually might be a little bit better than what's on the interior. But like I said, I'm just having fun with the book. It reads like a James Bond book. I don't really need the pictures. I need it as you can tell the basic outline, what's going on. That's it. The dialogue. It's a fast pace. Just like nonstop, kind of like Mission Impossible a little bit. But overall, yeah, Philip Kennedy Johnson succeeds on this. Action Comics, not so much. Like I said, that could also be DC interference too.
Could be. I liked what he was doing with Action Comics. I understand some people were turned off by having like all the Superman legacy characters and everything.
Mhm.
I'm kind of curious to see his Hulk run. I heard a lot of people like. They said especially if you liked horror or if you liked the Al Ewing run, Philip Kennedy Johnson's Hulk run might be something worth checking out. So maybe one of these days I'll dig into that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that cover right there. Like
Yeah,
just more like the more abstract like movie poster look to it. The one with the martini glass I also like just because it's the martini glass. And
the Pueblo has been pretty cool too. I like these covers.
yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And then this is the other one, the other cover they have going on. But
Oh, okay.
it's a Christian Bale in this one.
Little bit. And Haley Atwell.
I was gonna say Rachel McAdams or something. I don't know.
Could be Rachel.
Whatever.
Either one would be good for me.
Hear that? Christian Bale, the next Bond. Make it happen.
It was almost Henry Cavill, actually. When they cast Daniel Craig, it was almost Henry
Are you
Cavill.
kidding? Can you imagine if Henry Cavill got the role and he just said, "You know what? No, screw your crap. We're gonna go back to original Bond."
Well, yeah, that's what the original producers want. What is the Broccolis, I think, or Broccolis?
I know. I call him broccoli too.
It's spelled broccoli. But no, I think they're very much in favor of just traditional male James Bond. Like every time it's been brought up, like doing a female James Bond, I think they've always said like.
Well,
no.
the last one, excited you could see is a little bit of they're actually they're nerfing Bond a little bit, you know.
A little bit, yeah. With Sky, not Skyfall.
Well, and then
Die Another Day.
during Timothy Dalton's movie, they didn't want him drinking.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So that's why when it came back to Pierce Brosnan, he was drinking and smoking again.
Yeah. That's Pierce Brosnan. I think he is. I think my favorite of the James Bonds, right ahead of Sean Connery by a little bit. And then Daniel Craig was also good, but
all right, guys.
Alrighty.
No, Jamie Bond will never be a man again.
Jamie Bond.
He drinks Bud Light now.
Alrighty. So we're gonna count down.
The number
From
one.
number 5. My number 5 this week is She-Hulk number 14 from Marvel Comics. Number 4 is Action Comics number 1056, the other Philip Kennedy Johnson led book. Number 3 is Scorched number 19. My number 2 is Detective Comics 1073 from Ram V. And my number 1, RDV, would you like
Green
to
Arrow?
Yeah, you guessed it. I was going to say, we need to make a game out of you predicting which one's my number 1.
I knew exactly what it was. And the funny thing is, I didn't look at your poll list this
You
week.
didn't even have to. Yeah, no. I've been liking the previous 2 Green Arrow issues from Joshua Williamson. I just like a lot of Joshua Williamson's books. I don't know of any that he's missed the mark on necessarily.
This is the cover they get.
Maybe some raw. That is a good cover. I do like that one. They are one of my favorite couples at DC. Issue 1 was probably a little bit better than issue number 2. Issue number 2 didn't really do a whole lot in terms of that's the manga cover.
I was gonna say the karaoke cover.
That's the manga cover. It makes sense that she would sing into a mic. I mean, because imagine the stereo is gonna like amplify her canary cry.
Yeah, it's the Pride one.
Yeah.
They just can't choose what skin color they want to give him or skin tone.
I know. I just always thought he had a tan.
He was always drawn white. Now he's black.
I thought he was always like tan and then like had bleached hair because it was like the 90s and bleached hair was like a bigger thing. I thought he was just like a product of the times.
He's a black man with blonde hair.
Yeah. But anyway, so I've been enjoying it. Issue number 2 I felt did slow down a little bit more. We know that Black Canary and Red Arrow or Arsenal, whatever he goes by now, we know they go to Belle Reve to try to find out where Amanda Waller sent Leanne, because I think that's what they came to the conclusion, that Leanne was sent somewhere from Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
And if you're going to look at the cast list, that's kind of gives some spoilers away.
Okay. Hey, it might be good.
Might be. Look, it could be. Where Green Arrow and Leanne end up, it could be good. It could be interesting. Could make for some
Parallax is a cameo in this.
Yeah. How about that? So I've been enjoying it. I think Joshua Williamson, I think Green Arrow's in good hands with them. We've seen what he's doing with Superman. Of course, he's got a very long track record on The Flash. I think Joshua Williamson knows how to treat these characters well and respectfully. The whole Peacemaker, Peace Wrecker, I really don't care. It doesn't offend me, really. They're trying to make Suicide Squad a bigger thing because James Gunn is, of course, in charge of all of it, and he was on Suicide Squad before he got that position.
Do you know who's also in this one?
Who's also? What do you mean?
Amanda Wawa.
Oh, good lord!
Couldn't help myself.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I would have rather seen Deathstroke. I feel like Deathstroke has a bigger beef with Green Arrow in them than Peacemaker. But
well, yeah, he killed Shadow, his wife.
Yeah, and Green Arrow stabbed him in the eye.
I'm just talking about the movie, the Arrowverse.
I'm talking about the comics. But anyway, I've been enjoying it. I think it's good. I'm actually excited to hear now that it got bumped up to 12. I thought it was only going to be around for 6 issues. I hope it stays around longer than 12.
In the comics, Emiko is Shadow's daughter, right?
Emiko, yeah.
Yeah. And that's Shadow. What, she had sex with his dad, Robert Queen? Or did they change that?
Emiko is the new Red Arrow. I believe she's Oliver's stepsister, which would mean that Shadow and Oliver's dad did it. Yeah, that sounds right. It's convoluted, and I don't like it, but it sounds right.
Was that a retcon, though?
I'd never heard of Emiko Queen. When I was reading like the Kevin Smith Green Arrow run, I'd never heard of Emiko Queen before. Honestly, I think Emiko Queen was made up just to give another girl a Green Arrow sidekick status, which they didn't need to do because they had Mia Dearden they could have used and they forgot about. But Joshua Williamson is going to be bringing her back.
Isn't she the one that said she hated being a hero?
Who's that?
The Red Arrow.
Mia or Emiko?
Mia.
No, I don't think Mia hated it.
Yeah, Young Justice.
I'm not including. No, that's not Mia. No, that's Sissy. You're thinking of Arrowette.
Oh, sorry. There's just too many freaking legacy arrows.
Wow. Also, we can't pin that one on Megan Fitzmartin. I think they already had written Sissy and Young Justice as not wanting to continue.
No one can pin anything on Megan Fitzmartin. She's elusive.
She's like an oil. She's like an oil slick. But anyway, all that being said, this is one of the best titles I think at DC right now. One of the top 5. It's very early in the run, but I think it is a top 5. At DC.
He said it's a retcon from New 52. So what was before? She wasn't. Emiko wasn't pre-52, wasn't she?
No, Emiko. I'd never heard of her. I don't even think I heard about her in New 52. I think it was after Rebirth when I first heard of her.
Like did she appear into a Shadow in the Arrowverse with Stephen Amell, or was it New 52 first? I'm curious.
I think Emiko I first heard of in the Arrowverse show.
Mia was great because they couldn't use Sissy for reasons. Well, Sissy sounds like a bad name. That sounds offensive.
Mia was a far more interesting character than Sissy anyway. So
yes.
I thought so anyway.
All right. Anyway,
she was one of those girls that could have, like, if she was made today, she'd be preaching and like using victim status. But there's actually like several panels I remember where she's like, no, I'm not going to be thought of as a victim. I'm going to be a hero. And she was a very cool character.
I thought Mia was in the Arrowverse. Didn't she? Like, it was.
She was
not with Prometheus, wasn't she?
No, they didn't use Mia for that. What they kind of did was they used Thea, kind of rhymed with Mia, so they they call her, like, Arrow calls her Speedy in the show, and Mia goes by Speedy.
I'm talking about the one who stole the Black Canary suit.
No, that wasn't Mia.
Okay. Oh, whatever. So. Anyway, we're getting off subject here. Talking about a dead universe.
No, Mia would have been in Smallville. There was that episode where Green Arrow gets the sidekick in Smallville. That was Mia.
Then she digi-evolves to Mama Mia when she becomes a mother.
Oh, my God.
All right, kids.
Anyway, go to your list, sirs.
My list.
Go to your
Yes.
list.
my father's list here. All right. You have failed this city.
Oh no, not that list.
Oh, sorry. That's
I
the
didn't even
wrong
put that
list.
together. I
Let-
didn't even
let
put
me
that
go with this
together.
one.
Okay.
Yep,
Your
okay,
comic
okay.
list, sir.
Oh, my comic list, not my hit list. All right, number 5 was Detective Comics 1073. My number 4 was Green Arrow number 3. My number 3 was Vampirella versus versus Superpowers. That is issue number 2. Number 2, you just saw a minutes ago. That was for King and Country 007, issue number 3. And my number 1 book of the week. You should know which one it is. You know, it's been a fun book. I've been enjoying it. I've been talking about everything, and it is Batman. The Adventures Continue, season 3, issue number 6. This has just been phenomenal, and Ra's al Ghul is in this issue. He's the new chapter. Crime is an all-time low in Gotham, with the major superpower villains behind bars. With the city finally quiet, Batman's mission might finally be an end. But when Ra's and his daughter, Talia, show up with a proposition, Bruce is forced to determine what the future of Batman will be. Templeton is back doing the art, man. Now the funny part is like this guy. I don't want to say it's funny. It's just like it seems like one thing happens to him after another. Because now he's like, yeah, I beat cancer. He's in the hospital. Now I got to battle diabetes. It's like Templeton, man. He's a trooper. There's always something wrong with his body, but he's like, dude, he loves drawing comics, loves the fans, loves the fandom, the whole business. So, and I love the fact that he's still around with us. Main cover artist is the show here. The list cover is Evan Shaner. So, although I do like this, but I don't like how they draw Batman. They look look awesome like this. I'm going for either this cover, the Tom Riley stock card cover, which has the straight Tim Drake.
I like that.
Yeah.
I actually do like that.
Isn't that awesome?
I like the design that they did for Nightwing in the animated series. Oh, that is cool though.
Hold on. We just got a special guest.
Oh no.
How's it going, little Rhaegar? All right. The Offer, part 1. I love these. Look at that. That is literally from the cartoon.
Dang. Yeah, that's cool. I like the Batarang in it too. that is literally the title card from the animated series.
Yeah. I love
on the back. There should be like when they did the credit, like written by or directed by. They should do that on the back of it.
The only thing that's hindering this is the stupid UPC. Put it on the back.
That's what the guy at my comic shop says. It's such a shame with a lot of these really great artistic covers. They stick the UPC on the front when they should just stick it on the back. Yeah.
The great thing is I have 3D.
Also the title too, like the title up at the top. I would probably
especially if I'm paying a 1 in 25 variant price.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I understand the reason they put the Batman here because they had to show you, hey, because otherwise you don't know what it is. You think it might be Batgirl or whatever. But I said, like, I can right-click, save as, you know? And a lot of times I will actually I'll crop them out myself. Like, and then what I can do, I might just, turn it into a photo or background. But love to have these as posters. I gotta get one of those machines printers they has for doing posters. That'd be fun.
Okay.
The giant printers. But Pinkman is over here looking like Angleton Jr. Yeah, that means I'm a failed YouTuber. But don't worry, I'll inherit my dad's business under the bridge.
I don't know if you want to inherit that one.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to this. I love the Batman animated series. And then this is Continuing the Spirit. I got Paul Dini. No Bruce Timm. There's
The
no,
Joker. The Joker one's pretty good.
Yeah.
With the Joker fish.
Dude, isn't that? Now, see how they change it here? Since I've seen on the main covers too, they do like that.
That I don't mind when they do that. For some reason, I think it's better when they have it vertically than if they have it across the top.
But look at the UPCs vertically too now.
UPC too. Yep, there's that UPC again. Stick it on the back, DC. Marvel, you too. All of you guys.
You've heard him. He says stick it in the back.
No, don't say it that way.
What?
That sounds wrong.
Well, then don't say that. I think it's wrong. You want it in the front or back?
What? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Cut it out. Yeah, all right. Overall, if you are a fan of animated series, you've been craving to have a comic book to read because you just you kind of feel like you haven't read a lot of comics. You're kind of you kind of fell out of the industry. Honestly, you should be picking up Batman Adventures Continue. Even go back and find the original Batman Adventures. Those are fun. Even the Batman Beyonds. Never a dull issue. These are escape from the actual main continuity, and you're just going back to the 90s, man, living the good years of your life. Unless you weren't, sorry, Eric. I mean, late 90s, better the year of your life. But honestly, I'm happy with this. This is my childhood, man. 1991, 92, watching this when it came out. Mm-hmm. Being 7, 8 years old, watching a serious show that's not meant for people under 10. And I just had fun with it.
I actually think that it was meant for both. You could be young and watch it because it was Batman, but I think if you were an adult, if you were a parent and you were watching it with your kid, you got a little extra out of it because the mature themes were worked in there so well. Yeah. I think it was one of those things that appealed to both audiences.
Yep. So that is for my number one. Real quickly, you want to read off? I was gonna say little Rhaegar's list. No, you want to read off Undead Quinn's list? Number one.
Undead Quinn. We talked about it a little bit earlier. It is Ghost Rider number 15 from Benjamin Percy.
All right. Speaking of good comics here, you can get the here. The Search for Barry Allen.
Hey, that's the Dark Crisis tie-in. Actually, some of the best Jeremy Adams issues, I think.
Yep, that's out.
That's where the JSA teams up with them.
Fear State, Mariko Tamaki, Detective Comics. All right, moving on. Deadly Class. I'll be getting this deluxe edition for. Yep, looks cool.
Nice.
New X-Men Omnibus, 20,000 rated fiction. This must be the.
That's the Grant Morrison New X-Men.
Has to be because, like I said, the Cyclops is there and he's not with Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I
didn't care for that art style too much either, to be honest.
All right. See who this is?
Spider-Man.
Yes. With the symbiote costume. Star Fox in the back there too. We got the Black Knights. I don't look Zach. And then we also have looks like the Hercules? I'm not sure.
Yeah, if it's the Avengers, Hercules would have been on the roster at that time.
And he's beating the crap out of somebody, but it's Bob Layton's on there in there too.
Might be Craven.
Tom DeFalco.
That costume looks like it would be Craven. Hey, look at that! It's the Wolverine Omnibus. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It's her real name. It's X-23.
And I just sold this issue.
Really?
A couple weeks ago, I got it for $40.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like that they're going back to calling her X-23 instead of Wolverine. So, Eric Breen says he's beating up Firelord. That's who he's beating up. I think that's one of the Heralds of Galactus.
I thought it was Badger.
No, I wasn't going to be Badger.
I'm going with color schemes. I don't know. All right, we got the New Mutants Epic Collection Asgardian Wars. Yes.
That's cool.
3 Batman, 3 Jokers. If you do not have this, what better way to pay $100 to get it in a hardcover?
A fraction of that in a soft cover.
Punisher. What? Circle of Blood? What?
Ooh.
Grant? What?
Ooh.
Duffy? And it looks like Baron's on there too?
Nice.
What? I actually might pick that up.
Captain America, the original Secret Empire.
Yes, the original. Yes, actually, no, it's Secret Empire, and they actually have Barf written and drawn in classic form costume. He swallows a smaller version of the Cosmic Cube and throws it up. Alrighty, there's the variants here. Crisis on Multiple Earths, Book 3, Countdown the Crisis.
Oh yeah. Oh no, those are cool. I have one of those. I think I have the second one.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, volume 2. I have that one. I need that one. That one's cool though.
Nice.
And all of these, I bet you find on organic price books or in stock trades for like a fraction of the prices that are on here.
Nice. Avengers Omnibus Volume hardcover.
Nice.
Rich Buckler variants, and there's the normal one.
Very cool.
And this was actually a pretty good series. A little messed up, yeah. AWA Upshot, or I guess, or artist. Actually, that's not. Is it Upshot or is it just? It's AWA. Yeah. All right. Oh, look, Disney Saturday Morning Adventures.
I remember all those characters.
Marvel,
that's
July
cool.
1963 Omnibus hardcover. So
very cool.
Too. Planetoid, EC Artists, and then here's the other versions.
Those are neat.
Right. All right. Hey, look, Nudism comes to Connecticut. Yeah, nice.
And it should have been chased out right away.
Oh, that'll give you nightmares. That looks like a spider boy. He's got the spider on his.
Yeah, a little bit. Little Spider Boy vibes. But
all right,
guys. It's
guys.
not written by Dan Slott, though, I imagine.
I hope you guys had fun tonight. That's it for our little shindig here. We will be back. The puppets will be back tomorrow night for season finale of Superman and Lois. Then after that, come back here on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be showing off the books. We'll be starting off with our back issue. Eric Breen will be here with me, and then Zach will join us later. And then Friday, we have 2 more readings. What will we be reading? I don't know. Leave us suggestions down below. Marvel preferred, old school, not modern. We really don't modern stuff, but we're getting more fossils joining us on the reading, so we might have to go into it a little Avengers. And I don't know, Zach, you going to be here on Friday?
I ought to be.
All right. We'll let you be Korvac.
Please, God, no. Let's not do the Korvac saga. I love the Korvac saga, but let's not do the Korvac saga.
Carol agrees with you.
Everyone should agree with me.
Everyone should praise that book because Captain Marvel is amazing.
Which one?
Everything. All right. Which one? There only is one. The female. Duh. Oh, wait, they're both female. MCU. Duh. All right. So Zach and I will be heading over to I Love Comics over there. Marani is going to be hosting an RPG. So check that out in the next 5 minutes if you're looking for something to do. Even just your background noise, we enjoy people showing up, even if they're ridiculous if you want to. Little Rhaegar. So go ahead. Yeah, Korvac is great. Let's make I said make Marvel great. Make Korvac great again. All right, thanks, Dave, for showing up, man. Evil Black Cat, Rhaegar, Aloise, Eric, Undead Quen, Tahima, which I'm surprised didn't splurge tonight with his picks. That's not any books tonight.
Yep.
And what's more?
Maranya, Cartoon and Comics.
Yeah, right.
Davis Anowitz just popped in.
Yep. All right, guys.
Glenzer.
We'll see you over on I Love Comics.
This Zach Richmond guy.
I don't know. I prefer Richards.